Hello and welcome back. I'm People Joe and this is Transport Fever 2 with a brand new series right after the beta update was released. With the beta update, a lot of new things are coming to this game that I'm super excited about. Big ones are dynamic stations, dynamic cargo demand, dynamic industry placements, and they will also move around, and as far as I understand, they will actually disappear if you don't use them, and a couple other things that are in between there, just quality of life improvements. And I am super excited to give this one a try as an EPEC challenge. We are playing on the new, very hard difficulty. We are on this map. I will release this map at this stage before anything is built onto the workshop. You can find it probably in the description. And it will be really exciting because this is a huge map by size. So there's a lot more going on. We are on high cities with 33 cities, I think, approximately, and medium industries, so about 200 industries. So there's going to be a lot to do. I want EPEC on this, and I want it fast. No other restrictions. We just got to get it done, and we cannot go broke. Figured I should probably show you the map first. So we are on a dry terrain map, but I have the temperature set to temperate, so it's the European feel, with some trees here and some greenery in some places. And I don't know, I wanted something mountainous with a lot of water, but with a lot of challenging terrain. So normally I go with the islands because they're usually flat and mountains, so you can build there really easy. But I really like the look and feel of this, especially on the challenge. I have no idea if I'm going to survive this very hard difficulty. A new difficulty level sounds complicated. I left all the other values unchanged, so when you go into the new menu, you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, here we are. So we are on a huge map. We're just gonna go back. There are cities kind of spread out all over the place. I don't want to really show you everything, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I did a little bit of scouting because this requires relatively efficient routes to be able to survive. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But we have a lot of cities that we can go to. One of the easy ways to make money right away and to guarantee that your cities are profitable with all your lines is to connect everything via at least a road connection, and then set some passenger lines on there. As long as the passenger lines are always full, you can make a lot of money. But I would like to not do that because that's a lot of connections and a lot of stuff that you won't see. Instead, we'll do that as we move along, yes, but because I want to do this the EPEC style, every product, every city, that's what EPEC stands for, we are going to start just on the bottom of the map. We're not at the bottom yet, that's a huge map though. There we are. We're going to start right here. I did not place this as completely random, but I got really lucky because I have two towns here that currently have a fuel demand. Awesome. We also have a fuel refinery, a oil refinery, an oil well, and another oil well. So this, we should be able to actually satisfy 100% of the fuel demand in this area, and that is important. There are also enough other cities around. There's one, Pomona here, St. Paul, and Downey over there. There's nothing over here, wasn't sure. But we have enough cities where we should actually be able to grow everything that we need. So this is a really good starting point. And we are in 1850. Yeah, we're starting at the beginning. I wasn't sure how I'm going to do that, but starting in the beginning feels right. What is important when you set these up in the beginning is to not overload your trains. I love trains. I want to do trains, but trains are really expensive to run. And they're so slow in this stage of the game that they're generally not efficient and strong enough to even move up the slightest hill. Which if we look at this, a hill may actually be quite possible to run, so I may consider making this a train line that goes from the oil well to the oil refinery to the fuel refinery, and then all the way back to Albuquerque, where we could have some trucks trucking it into Albuquerque, and trucks over here for the fuel refinery taking it to Lakewood. Is oil a cheating industry? No, it's part of the game, and you can still go bankrupt doing this if you don't have the right frequency, if you don't have the other things. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about this. And then this oil well, we can just connect with a truck line in here, and that should ensure us that the train that we have running should run at 100% all the time. Whew. I'm gonna check one thing before I do this. What's my contour line? Oh yeah, this is pretty much flat. We are at what height here? 9 meters. Oh, 9 meters only? We're pretty much on the bottom then. That's interesting. 9 meters, 9 meters. Yes, a fully packed train will work perfectly right here. So let's get started with that. I don't want to, sorry, I'm moving around a lot here, but let's turn off some things that we don't care about. This is also something the update is now supposed to save when you load a map back up, so I'm excited for that. But I'm looking at potential mainline routes. It's probably a little early to start with that, but with the new features, with the dynamic station finding, mainline routes are super important to me, so I would like to do that. I just don't know where yet. There's a little bit, well, there's a path here that goes uphill, very steeply uphill, with trains. That will be an interesting sale. Sell. But once we have money, we should be able to build the bridges and all the other things that we actually need here. So let's not worry about that too much. Let's just build a functional, what are they called? Money maker, money pit, money. Give me money. That's all I care about. Let's go with the, not the shortest, but this length should be fine. And I'm looking at considering, what am I considering here? Should I make this station so it can reach the city as well as the industry, which if I do it over here, it should honestly be fine. We're going to start with just cargo. So how about we have the cargo flip over on this side? That should be fine. And then add a little bit of road there. I actually think that's a genius idea, because then we can also have a passenger line between Albuquerque and Lakewood if we really wanted it, and then extend the passenger line up to Downey or to St. Paul, depending on how we're feeling. St. Paul may be a little easier. We go around this turn and go out there. But again, very hard difficulty. I have no idea if I have what it takes. I know how to play this game, but the super hard difficulties usually produce problems or create problems more around the efficiency, because you pay a lot more in maintenance than anything else, and that is what kills your company. So let's see how this works. This shouldn't cost too much money, 16,000, that feels good. I'll probably put a truck stop right here so we can supply to the city, and I think the industry is more on this side, so that should work. I'm pretty sure you're connected. You are connected. Wonderful. Cool. So that one looks good. And yes, we're going to run the train all the way back here because the distance matters for making extra money. The next train stop shall be right here. And for, honestly, it doesn't matter. Somewhere in the middle should be fine. I could have probably left this road exactly where it was, couldn't I? Probably, whatever. It's fine. Let's place the rail first before we do anything fancy like that. Can we get you? No, we can't. Whatever. You go there. You. Silly game. Okay, extend you out that way just a tiny bit. Looks great. And then you can connect into something here. And now this station is definitely connected. I'm surprised that I'm able to start with a train here. If I have enough money, we do have up to $10 million, so I don't want to spend too much, but having one train line running here will be very, very, very good for all of us. Ooh, boy. Because I am thinking about putting a passenger line in here pretty soon, we will have to add a passenger station somewhere in this area. I just don't know where yet. We have more passengers here, but we also have to supply the industry workers, so maybe put it here and put a bus line around it. I don't know yet. I will definitely put a bus line up regardless of what we do, so that could be interesting. It looks like there's a little path through here through the mountain instead of having to make a huge tunnel. So we may, well, there's a city there. I think the best path is to go around here if I want to make it to Pomona, and that would also hit the two industries. So probably a good place to go. I don't see a great location for a station here, so I think we may just have to bite the bullet and go right here, and then later on we have to make a really sharp turn to make this work. Let's see, go like this. I am pulling you out just a little extra because I want to make this turn more feasible. I think this will be fine. Okay. Let's get some roads connected here because that's important. We don't need a long-winded turn there. That should be good. That looks nice. I'm pretty sure we're just going to have a direct train connection. And we could even use this as a passenger station for Albuquerque. And you're not reaching anyone, but I could extend this all the way out here, and then we could actually reach something, but that feels dirty right now. So we'll figure that out as we get there. Cool. Almost time for the first train to be placed. I'm excited. Now, when you build this, just make sure that you stay actually flat, or as flat as you can on the ground, because that means life will be cheaper. I am going to go across this here. Why am I doing that? Because if I put it at the end, the city won't expand, and if I just use the road connection that's already here, it will generally do a really good job of just expanding out to this side. So I don't want to hinder the city expansion at this point. Sometimes you totally want to do that, and you are totally free to do exactly that. I want this to be high speed. Well, high speed. I want this to be 120 all the way through. So that's what we're going to try. Make a little swan neck here, a little swan neck there, and life should be pretty fine. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Now just a little longer. If we do a full swing in here, it's 250,000. I think we can go cheaper than that. 50,000 there. And then... Oh. Oh. Huh. Huh. We don't want that. I just want about, well, 23,000 we can afford. I don't like a hill in here, but sometimes, well, that's fine. Now, what are we paying here? 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. So we pay 100,000 instead of 250,000. That is totally worth it. Wonderful. Where should our depot sit? Personally, I really, really like having a depot sitting somewhere where there is a part of a city. So I'm going to put it just back here. The perfect spot? No, you're also going to hinder your expansion of your city just a little bit. Wherever you place buildings, there's nothing going to be placed there again by the city. But I'm okay with that. I am very okay with that. Have you just come out here straight and then get a relatively simple connection in there? Where's your straight snap? Just want this to be straight. There you go. Come out here, come out this way. We'll pay in a little bit extra money, but that should be fine. And then, there you go. That's all I wanted. And that is totally okay for what we need to do here. But right now, only one train. We will have to upgrade this for sure down the road, but for right now, we should be fine. So, Lakewood. No, that's actually not where we're starting. And I put the, if you're wondering, I did put the depot on the opposite side of the oil well, so it can actually fill up by the time the train gets there. It probably costs a little bit extra money, because while the train runs, it costs more than if the train sits, but this way I can guarantee that there's probably a little bit extra that we can actually get started on things. So, all we have to do is take oil from Albuquerque East to Albuquerque and then to Lakewood. Then we take fuel all the way back to Albuquerque. So we still have to set up two truck lines to bring the stuff into the cities, but this is fine. The only place I'm going to say you have to load until everything is full is the very beginning. The rest should even itself out, especially because this is going to be a truck-driven supply of the oil. But that looks good. This is Albuquerque oil run. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Let's see what trains we have. We don't have a lot. Oh, I have all vehicles enabled, if you're curious. Don't really have a choice. We have one that's faster than the other, so that's what we're going to take, even though the power may be a little less than some of the other trains, but this is mostly flat ground, so we should be fine on the speed. Then we need some of these guys. Just this tank car should be fine, and then what's the capacity? 14, 35, no, 50? Start with 50? That's only 1 million. Yeah, that's some of our money gone. If this doesn't work, we'll figure it out, but for right now, I'm not terribly worried about the power because we have a really, really flat land to work with, so that should be good. Let's speed up our speed a little bit and see where our train is. There he is. We can't even hear it. That's fine. I do like having the sound off a little bit. Ooh, but there's one thing that I haven't played with yet. There are new waypoints where you can have a waypoint that's used to be a horn or a train horn signal. Next time I'm going to make sure that we have sound again. We can actually hear that. Some people may find that exciting. For me, it's more a, oh, yeah, that's cool. If that makes sense. Anyways, we have to set up the deliveries before the train wants to come back. Otherwise, the actual fuel refinery is not going to send anything. You can always fill up the 100% production right away. Sorry, the 100% demand right away, but it's not going to produce anything, so that's going to be your end. But I want this train to run as full as possible for most of the time. And if we're lucky, it will run full 100% of the time, and that is a money maker. Did it just change demands over here? Kind of looked like something happened, but probably not. That's fine. Okay, next thing, road. We are not restricted this time. So, get me a truck stop. This one should be fine. Actually, if I can build you in here, I don't have a problem with that. That looks nice. 49,000 seems like the right price for the thing. You are a bus stop, not a truck stop, so that would have been really expensive if I would have gone that way. 73,000 for a truck stop. If we only do one platform, let's actually do the other one. If we only do one platform, it's 49,000. Yep, we got to save money where we can, where it's appropriate. So, plop that one down. Cool. And you need to have the truck station here because you cannot keep cargo on an unload stop. You can literally only unload there. That's in the name. Clues in the title. This feels good. Yeah, pretty much covers the whole. Pretty much covers everything. Even here, this feels a little better. Up in the middle, and this one covers all of the industries as they exist right now. I have no idea what it means to change the industries later on, and I have no idea what it means to have 6 different industries here. I don't know where they go, so that's an exciting thing for me to see down the road. Cool. So that one is in. Let's get the next building out, which is just a simple road depot. I like to have only a couple in an area, so we'll see how this goes. This depot can probably serve everyone that needs to go out to this refinery, then the passenger lines that we need, and maybe I even use it for the truck deliveries from Albuquerque. That shouldn't be a huge problem. But first we have to set this up. This is a really simple line. All we need is Lakewood South to Lakewood drop-off. Make sure that these don't cross anywhere. That helps with traffic management down the road, and they are doing exactly what I need them to do. Lakewood South, make sure that you wait until full, otherwise you're just making stupid trips. That feels good. And here you can see even the road lines have that new ability to set your dynamic stations if you want to, but we don't need that yet. This is Lakewood Truck Delivery. Simple name for a simple route. Then give me some truck, honestly, just cargo. I always forget which one is which. They all are exactly the same. Let's start with 2 of you. Don't have to make it complicated, and just Lake Truck Delivery. The only thing you should look at is what is your rate. Right now your rate is 15 with 2 of them. We're not producing a lot, so don't go crazy. And we want 48. So technically we could add 3 more trucks to this to max out the production of this. But we don't have to do that at this point. Cool. Is our train... Oh, our train already made 1 full turn. Come back here. Has a full load. And how much money are you going to make? That's the first thing that we have to figure out. How much are you making? This station's way too big. I could have gone with the smaller one. You made... Oh, wow. Do you not have the pop-up here anymore? That's lame. Okay. Details? Finances? Yes. How much did you make? You made... Really? I mean, normally there was always a pop-up here that you could see what they actually made, but you didn't tell me, so that's lame. But we're still making money, or we're still having money, and I think... Yeah, you're not transporting barely anything right now. So next round, we should hopefully see a lot more money coming in. Cool. So far, so okay. Now, I think we can add a passenger line here really quick. That should help us get things moving. You can always add a passenger line in the middle of a city for inner city transport, but I don't like that as much. gonna go right here. The center of the city, if you don't know that, is where this the name is, but the city here is a little spread out, a little weirder, that I feel like I have to place my passenger stop right there. Albuquerque, pretty confident this is as centered on the city as possible. This is fine. Okay, and we can throw several passenger vehicles on these guys because they will make money. And this is one that you can easily, interesting turnaround there. This is one that we can easily just increase the capacity on your line by just throwing on more trucks or more vehicles because you see that your station's getting overloaded. It's a really easy one. So this is Lake Albuquerque bus 1. Cool. All right, Lakewood, this guy, passenger. Again, they don't make a difference. Well, they do make a difference because this one, no, that's different capacity and all that. I'll just take the 2 kilowatt horsepower. Let's start with 4. Actually, start with 2. We're just going to add these as we go. And you will be the bus route. Cool. I'm expecting people to go to the bus station here pretty soon. And then we can just add more trucks as we need to. Okay, we still have $2 million. $2 million is a good thing to have. The first thing that we're going to do is add... Ooh, station's already full. Yeah, so the oil well, should we adjust this right now? We still have some money, so yes, we should totally adjust this. We have some money right now, which means you may actually, no, you're not positive yet, but you will be positive probably on the next run. Currently, your rate is what? 59. Albuquerque wants 52, and Lakewood wants 48. So, on average, that is 100. Which means we can easily add one more train to do the same thing because we want at least there to be 100 pieces picked up here to be dropped off here, and then we can at least get 50 pieces delivered to the fuel refinery, which is good. We add the other 50 pieces through our oil well via truck. And yeah, that will be good. If I look at this, this station is really close to the center of everything, so we're just going to make a passing spot right here somewhere without having to double track the whole system. It's just to save some money at the beginning. We are definitely going to double track the system down the road, just not yet. Oh, come on, give me 120. 120, there, wasn't hard. Then come out this way just a little bit. Just extending this because I don't know where exactly the middle point is, and it actually is affected by the speed that your train can go. 86. 120, there you go. But I don't want to bleed up any speed. At this point, ooh, that's interesting, because usually we drive on the right, but in this case we want to drive on the left because this guy needs to deliver the fuel. So we put one signal here, one signal right behind you, one signal on this side, and then one signal just before you enter here, and there. Cool. Now, with the money that we have, let's get another one on the run. Manage vehicle, yes. Copy vehicle, yes. And now our rate should have just about doubled from 59 to 154. That's more than expected, but that's fine. I like it. So yeah, they can do their thing. Get moving. Where's the other train? There's the other train. Beautiful. Get out of there. We have 233 left on our initial money that we had to start with. And I think we're going to start seeing some money coming in. So I'm not terribly worried about that at this point. All we have to do is build one more truck stop. And I don't mind having that truck... Well, actually, let's look where the truck stop should go. Yeah, it's this street. This is the main industrial street. I do want this truck stop to be connected to the refinery, just in case down the road we need something from it. Right now I don't see a reason for it, but that doesn't mean later on we won't. Find a good spot. Dropping off right here feels like a good solution, and then let's just set up our line. You go there, and you will be... Did I do that wrong? Oh, you're just doing a weird or a different turn than I expected you to do. That's fine. In that case, we're just going to put the drop-off point on this side and remove here. That costs you a little bit of money, but overall it's worth it because now you don't have trains or vehicles crossing. This could be a problem, but I'll solve that when we have real traffic going on. Because they are both on the same side, they may actually create a traffic jam, but we don't have enough vehicles yet to have really an issue with that. That. Stop saying that. You know exactly what I mean, but it's complicated. So this one is Albuquerque truck delivery. And because of the way they are placed right now, they're actually could deliver everything that the current demand is, so that is helpful. Let's start with 2 cargo vehicles again. Again, these are all the same, so it doesn't matter. 2, get you to Albuquerque truck delivery. And then truck delivery, I know that I haven't set up this. I need you to wait until fully loaded and wait forever, because otherwise it's just a wasted trip. And there you go. So, let's speed up a little more because everything's kind of slow. We have 42,000 left. How much are you bringing in right now? You're bringing in a little bit. That's nice. What about one of these trains, I hope, is the original train. No, this is train 2. You're not making money yet. You are train 1, and you are still not in the positive. Are we just going too far, or are we not fully loaded enough? You know, neither is a good thing. Let's actually let this run for a little bit. Neither is a good thing, but we just need there to be more cargo sitting here waiting for you guys, because right now, yes, you are empty, so it's not very helpful. Now we're in the negative. We can't afford being negative yet, so let's borrow a couple million. We're going to pay back what we don't use and get a connection going to here. 75,000, I think we can go a little cheaper. There we go down, there we go up, 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, so 25,000. That is something that I like to see. And then just get our cargo station building in here. I don't mind having this a little further away from the crossing, so that should be fine. And all you need to do is just deliver oil here, so we can go really cheap and just get a simple drop-off, just like this. And because is this cheating? It's not cheating, I don't think so. We'll set this here so there's never going to be a backup situation. That should be fine, and you just come back here, and this is your drop-off loop. Cool. So let's set up that line, route. There you go. Now you turn around, and again, you don't want crossing if you can avoid it, which we have here. Now this is a Albuquerque crude supply truck. I'm gonna try to remember that, but I may use T as a prefix at some point. So like T Albuquerque or T something something something. Cool. This one we can probably send several. Start with 10 to get started on this. 200,000. We have that money. All of you go to crude truck supply. That looks good. And we'll set this one up to, nope, wrong buttons. We'll set this one up, branch line, to also wait until full because that's important. Do this, beautiful. Cool. That is a pretty solid start and should get us some money. I like that these are all actually moving pretty well. That's nice. I would like to see that my trains make a little bit more money, but I think they will make more money once I have more stuff being transported all the time. What is your max speed anyway? You, buddy. What's your max speed? Can you get up to your 45 miles per hour? Kilometers per hour? Sorry, my bad. Water? 27, 28. Because if they don't get up to max speed, you don't get paid the max speed price. And they only have to touch it once. That was a little dip. So 43, it's really close to 45. I would count that as full speed, so that should be fine. Okay, how much are you taking back? 19, 20, that's not bad. But we're not talking full trains at this point, which is a little scary, if you ask me, but we should still be okay. Let's check our passenger lines. 55 want to go. We have a rate of 6. That's not great, but our cargo is full. That is awesome. Now, the question you may have is, how many do I need? And the answer is Simple and yet not simple. You look at this number. Over here in the transport, for public transport and private transport, they would like to have 61 or 62, around 60. That's a transport rate. Currently, our transport rate is 6. So all we have to do is manage the vehicles and say, add them. I don't want to add too many at the same time, but add a few of them so they can pick up whatever is currently at the station. And, well, make you some money. Because that's what this game is really about in the end. Wonderful. We also have a little bit of oil sitting there. That's actually really good. We have... ooh. Well, this backup for right now is fine. We should have a look at this later again when there's more backing up happening here. How are you doing? 106. Excellent. I like that. I like that a lot. Most of it is transport. All these numbers look really, really good right now. The only thing that didn't look great is the money that these guys are making. Oh, but you are blue. You're blue when you come back. So the fuller you get, the more money you're going to make me. I think that is a really, really good sign. Awesome. So at this point, I believe that this system this ecosystem at least, is working well enough. Do we need to worry about... yeah, we have some stuff falling off the truck here, so we got to configure this. Just make it a little bigger. And I believe... aren't you supposed to add cargo capacity if I build a building, or if I add a building here? I thought, well, that was the point of these guys. Building storage from any cargo limit. Some cargo, many, some. Cute. We're just going to do this. I haven't used this before, but I know this is one of the new features, which is pretty cool. Put you here. What's our capacity now? Terminal, 13 out of 40 plus 25, so we have a 65 capacity. Our train can only bring in 50-ish, 50 at a time, so this should be fine. I really like it that they added that. I know that's new. Cool. So this should work just fine. But yeah, I think this environment, this ecosystem itself is self-contained right now and they can do things. So we're not done yet. We could be, but we're not fully done yet. The next thing we should do is just expand with the money that we currently have, because at some point you're going to run out of money, but the more things you have running, the better you will be off. Downey already has a road connection, so there's no good reason to not give Downey a city connection. So we're just going to plop another building that's a truck stop. We're just going to plop the correct building right here, bus stop. There you go. Very cool. Plop that one down here. I don't like sharing bus stops, so we're just going to plop another bus stop right across from here. They can figure out where they need to go, but would like them to have a better way to turn around. So let's add a road in here. It doesn't have to be pretty, but I'm hoping... should like this. We have a little bit of money. Let's do... okay, the city did it itself. Let's set them up this way. Get our new bus line going. And this is honestly one of the more boring things to watch, so why don't we do this? I'll let this run for just a little while. Wow, I'm crossing here. I should have put that on the other side. That's just my bad. I will let this run for just a little bit. We're going to run on 1x speed for now. I don't want to go much bigger than that. Manage line, go to Hillcrest Street, go to 1, so you don't cross. Perfect, cool. Yeah, I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and once we are done, we can reconvene and see what needs to be done next. I'm hoping that this is all working as expected. I don't see a good reason that it doesn't, but it doesn't mean everything is fine. So we'll just go from there. For right now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this new season, and again, it's going to be EPEC. And we are hopefully swimming in the money here pretty soon if I don't completely misunderstand the very hard setting of the game, the new very hard setting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time.